Hi, welcome to This Week in Ames. I'm Susan Guiazda. On today's show, we check in with the Ames Public Library. My guest today is Tracy at the Ames Public Library. Tracy, you were recently promoted and have a new job. Tell me a little bit about it.
I have a new mouthful of a title. I'm the Customer Account Services Manager, and so what that means is that I work with 13 other people in our Customer Accounts work group, and we do everything that has to do with library accounts. So we work on the Bookmobile, help people at our welcome desk, make sure everybody's accounts are up to date, register all the new borrowers, and help people with their holds, just anything having to do with checking in, checking out. I also have the absolute fun job of overseeing our automated materials check-in system, which is the fancy conveyor sorter system that checks everything in at the library, and one of my favorite things about the new library.
Well, that sounds fancy. The new library is fabulous. I'm sure it's bringing in residents who maybe haven't been to the library in a while. I learned something new when I came to the library recently. I learned that my library card had expired. And I had never experienced that before, and I was worried, but I came in and it was so easy to take care of.
We are trying to check and touch base with everybody once a year now to make sure we have current information. In the past, we hadn't ever expired library accounts, and so you are not alone. We have had customers who've had library accounts for 40 years who this is the first time we have asked them if we have good information. And so we are seeing a lot of people coming in for that. We are, as you kind of mentioned, we are seeing a lot of community members coming back to the library to get a good look at it. We are registering about 700 new accounts every month, so we're keeping really busy.
Well, one of the nice things about my library card expiring was that they asked me if I would like emails or updates when I had items that needed to come back to the library. So it was really helpful. As somebody who sometimes forgets when my library items are due, I said, absolutely, email me. And now I get those notices that say, not that they're overdue, but they're coming due, which is so helpful.
Yep, we do. We try to get those courtesy notices out. We just switched over, so in the middle of the building project, we also switched to a new software for our library, and it has a lot more options for us as far as notifying people. And you probably got an email saying your account was about to expire. That was new for this system. We can send text messages to let people know about their holds, which is new for our system. So we're really excited about the ways that it allows us to communicate with our customers that helps them.
Yeah, if there was a patron, that it's very convenient. Also, happy to see that the Dropbox is up and running and have been using that. I understand that once my books and materials go through the Dropbox, they go through a whole new kind of sorting.
It's wonderful. It's one of the things that's really allowing us to function in this building is our sorting system. We are able to deploy a lot of our staff from back of house to front of house to actually help people on the floor while the machine checks everything in, sorts it based off of different groupings, and then we get our turnaround time. We used to touch things 7 or 8 times before we got them back onto the shelf, and now we touch them 2 or 3. And what that does is it means that we go from 2 to 3 days to get something back on the shelf to 6 to 12 hours.
That's really a huge improvement.
It's wonderful, and we've seen it with our circulation. We circulated almost 100,000 items last month. So we're having a lot of people coming in the door. We have a lot of stuff go out the door. That's what we want to see.
Also, even the process of checkout, a lot of times I forget my library card, but if you know that number, you can just enter it in and you put your items on and they scan them like instantly as opposed to running them one at a time. I mean, there's so many technological improvements to this library. It's really, really amazing to see.
We're really excited about our SelfChecks and the library magic that allows for checking out multiple things. And we have 7 of them, and so you see a lot of people able to get in, get their stuff, get out, and go really quickly, without having to wait in line and have to talk to somebody just to get out the door. So that's been wonderful. We also have a new media box. I don't know if you've used that yet.
I have not.
That's one of my favorite features too. It's I tell all our new borrowers that it's like the Red Box but cooler because it's free. So it has our new and popular movies, music, and then we have a video game collection in it. So that's been incredibly popular for our customers to get new and fabulous things from.
Just one more amenity to check out.
Yes.
If you can't make it here, and I don't know why you wouldn't because this is just so fabulous, you want to see it, but if you can't make it here, we have a new bookmobile.
We do. It's wonderful. It's very recognizable because the amazing Derek Anderson, local hometown author illustrator, did us the wonderful favor of decorating. He designed the entire wrap, all the graphics on it, and you can tell because they're characters from his books. So it's very easy to spot around town.
Very bright, very vibrant.
But a neat thing is that a lot of people don't realize that it's for everybody. That we have a real cross section of everything in the library on the bookmobile. That it's not just for kids and families. We have a lot of patrons, grown-ups, who use the bookmobile too, and we go to 6 places around town.
And you can return your items to the bookmobile, whether you check them there or not.
Right. It's like a mobile branch for the library, and a way to really serve people where they are in their neighborhoods. We're looking to kind of build neighborhood community that way. So.
And that schedule is on your website. It's also, you can get to the Ames Public Library off the City of Ames website at cityofames.org, or you can go to the library's website as
amespubliclibrary.org.
There you go. So easy to get to. The website is so handy if you can't make it into the library to do those things like check the status of your books. That's also another amenity we offer patrons, and really works well and coordinates with all the services here.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. We also have a really robust databases. We have downloadable ebooks, audiobooks, e-magazines. There's a lot of things to check out on our website, as well as telling about all of our upcoming programs. We just had a readathon in the library on Saturday. I don't know. We had 144 people in reading in the library as part of a national readathon day. So there's a lot of ways to see what's going on.
What always amazes me is how much activity is going on in this library. It never really stopped, even when you were temporarily relocated. All those activities and classes and things continued, but here you really have the space, and I see this is such a well-used facility.
Well, and when we were designing it, we wanted there to be lots of places for people to be and to be doing different things. So one of the things that we've seen that people have enjoyed is the meeting rooms, our study rooms. We have so many study rooms, and then that everybody has different places. So there's a children's play area, there's a tween area, there's a teen space, there's places to study, there's places to get on the computer, there's places to sit and read. And so we were able to be really full of customers without feeling cramped and everybody on top of each other like we did in the temporary
And
space.
for those who have had a long history with this library, they will be happy to learn that things like the little theater, the coffee house, all those things have been retained. There's history here, and there's that continuation of those familiar things that people have grown to love.
Yes, I think that the way that we kind of incorporated old and new, both the staff and the architects, was neat. Lynn, our director, has pointed out that the glass part of the new building reflects the old part of the building, and I think that really speaks to kind of how the library
Very
works.
nice imagery. Yeah, excellent. Well, Tracy, it's great to be able to stop by and see the library. We always enjoy being here. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for coming.
So if you'd like more information about library programs or services, don't forget to check that website out at amespubliclibrary.org. Also remember, the library has a spring book sale coming up in April. You can get more information on that on the library's website. Well, that's our show for today. Thanks for watching, and tune in next week for This Week in Ames.